What is up, YouTube? So recently a commenter by the name of the Pen Ultimate Ninja 5797 threw out a topic slash keyword that I kind of really hit the spot, I guess you could say. So we're going to pull that up now and talk a little bit more about it. So as you can see here, he said we were going on about how, you know, you could have too much stuff. And yeah, so it said, yeah, it's easy to get choice paralysis where you have so many games to choose from you can't make a decision on what to play. And I had gone on to say too, yeah, my wife and I used to get this when picking something on Netflix. I like the way you putting of it and saying choice paralysis. So what exactly is choice paralysis? So I don't know if a lot of you guys have done it. You're sitting down at night, it's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you just got done eating supper, or any time during the day that you're bored. You pull up Netflix, you pull up HBO Max, and you find yourself just sitting there and you can't figure out what to watch. You're just flipping through, okay, that sounds kind of good. Okay, that sounds kind of good. I don't know, I don't feel like watching that right now, but I will later, blah, 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 blah.
Listen.
Basically, so what is happening is you're wasting so much time trying to choose something to watch or play that you're not getting to the point with just relaxing and enjoying it. So we've been talking about, obviously, virtual game collection addiction and stuff for a while now on this channel. And when he had said this, and that choice paralysis really just kind of like, whoa, you know, that's a good term for it. Because he had went on to say here that he's got full ROM sets for each system. He's got the top 50 NES games. He's got all these things. But he doesn't know what to ever play because he has too much stuff to pick through. And I've ran into that before when I've done my retro streams with my son and stuff like that. We pull up the RetroPie. We have thousands of games to choose from. And we don't really honestly know what to play, you know. So we just kind of just sit there jumping back and forth on it. And so, you know, when we talk about having way too many games and stuff like that, this is really what we run into. I had been many nights where I'd beaten a game, and then I went to try to choose something else to play, and I honestly didn't know what to pick. And it almost seemed like unless I picked something that I enjoyed within the first 20 to 30 minutes, I honestly was just not finding anything to like. So one of the big things that happened when I sold a bunch of my retro collection was that I finally had less stuff to choose from, and all the stuff that I did have was games that I actually wanted to play. It wasn't just a bunch of fillers, it wasn't just a bunch of maybe games to play, it was actual games I knew I wanted to play. For example, I think it was, God, when Resident Evil 4 Remake came out, I got through the game, I beat it, and then I was honestly waiting for like Baldur's Gate and Spider-Man 2 to come out. Now, that was going to be months later. So I was really just looking through my collection for anything else that kind of caught my eye that I hadn't taken the time to play. So I dove into several different games, the Uncharted games, I think what was one of the Choose Your Own Adventure games, I can't think of what it was now, not Until Dawn, but another one like that. And some of them were just kind of, okay, I was playing it, but I wasn't really into it. I know one game I finally, after trying for 2 or 3 different games to really get into it, I think I jumped onto Far Cry 5, which really drew my attention. I love that game, and I played through it, and I've talked about that game on here before too. But then once I was done with that, guys, I dove into the nether choice paralysis. I was basically not knowing what to play next, so I was like, obvious choice, Far Cry 6, because I just beat Far Cry 5. But I ran into that issue. The first 30 minutes, I knew I was not really in the mood for this game. Even though I just got done playing 5 and loved it, 6 just did not call out to me. So I think that also, you're going to run into this issue when you have some of the streaming / game on demand things. So when you have like your PlayStation Plus or the Xbox Game Pass or stuff like that, you're going to really run into this issue, because I've done that, guys. I'm not going to lie, and I'll tell you the honest to God truth about it. I sat there for probably an hour or so one night trying to find something to play on PlayStation Plus. I think I picked 3 different games to install, and I got them all downloaded, and the next night when I came around and wanting to play, none of them looked good to me at that time. I fired all 3 of them up. I can't think of them off the top of my head. I know for one reason, one of them I think was that Lawnmower Simulator game, just because I had watched some people play that, and it looked like something that was kind of relaxing and ASMR or whatever to just get to playing. But it just really wasn't there for me. So when I got rid of most of my video games and stuff like that, and I held on to the ones that actually I hold dear to me, you know, that I have nostalgia for, that I enjoyed and everything like that, once I finally did that, it became easier to select a game to play. And I know there's a lot of good games coming out that are modernized now that are really drawing my attention. Like I said, I've probably put 30 or so hours into Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm still like in Act 2 or something like that. And yeah, it's complicated and stuff like that, to think that could happen to some people. Now, I know it doesn't happen to everybody, because I know a lot of people that will load up Netflix, they'll load up HBO Max, they'll load up anything, and they can just go click a movie and then just let it go. No issues, no problems with that. They can just watch about anything, and I honestly can't do that. So I have the liberty every once in a while when I'm on my night shifts and stuff at work, I can pull up a video or a movie and have it kind of playing off to the side while I'm running my computer stuff. Obviously I can't focus completely on it because I would lose, you know, my concentration at work. But it's just kind of some background noise and every once in a while. And there's been so many nights where I sat there almost in silence, guys, because I could not figure out what to listen to. Podcasts didn't sound good, YouTube videos weren't sounding good, and no movies or any videos like that were really just kind of coming to mind. And it'd be like with anything. I'd choose something, I'd watch the first 10-15 seconds, I wouldn't enjoy it, I'd go on to the next thing. And it's just a struggle, guys. You know, I bet that average person, the normal person, probably doesn't deal with this problem. And I think it's just some of us crazy bastards that have to deal with it. But I want to know in the comments below, do you guys run into this a lot? Have you guys sat down with your family some night, or sat down by yourself and wanted to watch a movie, but you couldn't decide on it? I mean, I know if there's like 4 or 5 other people that are picking two, it's even harder, because everything they want to watch, you don't want to watch. And everything you want to watch, they don't want to watch. So you always run into these issues. So I want to know what you guys, if you run into this personally or as a family, if you know a lot of your friends or somebody that does do this, and how do you guys get over it? Do you just simply get to the point where you're like, F this, and you just pick something? Or have you guys got such a backlog built up of games that you know you want to play for sure, that it is easy for you just to snag one out of there? So make sure you guys comment that below. I love reading your comments, guys. I think I love comments more than I love views and subs. So it really makes me feel happy when you guys take the time and effort to not only watch the video, but leave your mark on the video itself. So go ahead and comment below, and who knows, if you guys comment something good like this and it gives me an idea for a movie, or video, I should say, not a movie, I could feature you in an upcoming video like this. So thanks again to the Penultimate Ninja for this comment, because it really spanned on something I do struggle with, and I know a lot of other people struggle with. So with that being said, guys, as always, stay retro, my friends, and we will see you in the next video.